Okay.
Okay, so hello everybody. We are welcome today's workshop on landing your dream job. We are IEEE Women in Engineering Ottawa. Please check us on Instagram and Facebook and follow us on our pages. Today's workshop will be presented by Tikbir Sidhu, and he will give us a talk on how you can land your dream job. And given his experience on landing his dream job, given today's pandemic and all the difficulties that comes with the online search. My name is Fadwa Dervish. I'm the current chair of the IEEE Women Engineering, and I have with me Raghu, who is our vice chair, who made this workshop come together. Also, shout out to Young Professionals Ottawa, who are co-organizers for this event. Take beer, please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. So this is Tegbir, and today I'm going to share my experiences as to how I uh, got a job in one of my dream companies or dream professions. So I graduated last year from Conestoga College in the Big Data Solutions Architecture program, and I was very excited because I was eligible for a co-op. I studied very hard for that, and I was giving many interviews. This is like last year, January and December. Sorry, January. And then I was giving interviews for many different companies and all, and everything was going good. And then the pandemic came in, the lockdowns and everything, and that was like a huge bummer, like a huge heartbreak, because I was so prepared, everything was going so good, and then uh, many companies who interviewed me, they canceled their co-ops, and there were many other companies who either uh, were not calling students, or they had reduced the cap for the number of co-op students. And then finally I got one co-op. It was in the Public Health Agency of Canada, and then um, unfortunately, even that got cancelled because they required some security checks, some background checks from which required police verifications from my country, India, where I'm from. And then it took so long because of the COVID that the all process only took 2 months. The verification process only took 2 months, and by that time my co-op was almost half gone, so it got cancelled as well. So I was very, it was a very hard phase. And then hopefully I had good friends. Some of them are even in this meeting right now, Anna Matthews and Sharon Hajra, who always motivated me throughout as to how to, not lose hope and keep trying hard, right? And uh, and then I got a job in GHD as a data analyst in November. So I was I was like having no job from July till November. I was continuously searching for a full-time job in that period, and hopefully, sorry, and fortunately, like I got a job. It was a nice experience, and let's begin. Okay, so okay, so the first question: who am I? Um, well, this is my elevator pitch as well, and I hope everybody of you also have their own elevator pitch, and we'll be discussing it about it in the further presentation. So I'm Tegbir Sidhu, a data enthusiast who is currently working as a data analyst at GHD Canada. I'm passionate about learning more about emerging technologies like AI, IoT, and big data technologies. I've worked in various research projects related to IoT, fintech, uh, blockchain, order information systems, and automation. I am an ex-national level archer, and I love to read history. My motto is to always yearn to learn. And yeah, so coming to the most basic part, like I believe that giving a presentation like those having those PPTs, kind of I find it boring. I find it that makes me sleep. So I would appreciate you guys to ask me questions. And before that, I want you to ask yourself these 10 questions. So which will kind of give you into in an insight into how you are performing in job search. Is your strategy right or wrong, or where you're lagging, right? It will help you plan things out. So the first question is, are you networking, or do you even know how to network? So before the pandemic, before things were normal, people I used to go to Google meetups, and even there are many events happening around, like even like IEEE, let's suppose, would be conducting multiple events before many fairs and all, right? Job fairs and those kind of things. And then over there you would make a lot of friends, make some networks, right? And then kind of you can understand how the market is, what technologies are being what the technology is most in demand, and how you can improve yourself. But now those things are not available, right? So for networking, I would say there are still many events being organized on a virtual platform on Google Meetups as well, where you can join all those sessions. You can kind of understand that. What various companies are looking for, and what they are hiring for, what new technologies are being currently discussed uh, in the field. And the other part is for networking. I would say LinkedIn is a very good platform. Um, I would say if you don't have a LinkedIn yet, start building your LinkedIn as soon as possible. And there are many companies, when you go for an interview, they'll ask you for your social media accounts, your Facebook, Twitter, and your Facebook, or let's say GitHub as well. And they want to know not only your professional side, but even your personal side. Nowadays, companies are paying more attention to that as well. So it's very important for you to keep your network, your social media networks pretty well linked, and have good friends on that. You follow good content, you share good content, you you should be, whosoever is your friend or whosoever is in your network should know you, that this guy, if he says that he's passionate about something, he is doing something for it. Like I've seen many people's resume where they say, I'm a passionate software engineer, right? And if you say, okay, what makes you passionate? I think I'm passionate, but that's not the thing. Okay, you have to prove to the people that you are passionate. Maybe you've done some projects, maybe you have made a mobile application, maybe you made a website, or you did something, right, to prove that you're passionate about something. And how you can prove that is through these networking platforms like LinkedIn. Then you can post your own created posts about all those things, right? Second question is, are you limiting your search and applying for the right jobs? Like, given, let's take my example. I want to go in the data field, like data administration, data management, data analytics, big data, and all those things, data science. And if I would just keep searching for one job, let's say data analyst, right? If I'll be searching for the same job on LinkedIn or Indeed, anywhere, it's possible that the job of data analyst won't be called data analyst in all the companies. Some companies might write down as business intelligence analyst. Somebody might write it down as a research analyst. Somebody might feature it as data analyst. Somebody might put it up as database analyst, right? So whenever you're searching a job, don't just search on just one keyword like data analyst. Okay, you have to search in all those various offshoots which are linked to data analysis, right? Because you don't know which job is being posted with which tagline, right? And at the end, they might be offering the same responsibilities and the same requiring from you the same kind of skill set as well. So it's very important for you to kind of search the right keywords on the internet. Okay. And also, are you applying for the right jobs? So I've seen many students that they apply for the wrong jobs. Uh, by that I mean that when it's clearly written in the description that we need a person with 5 years of experience, then you should not waste your time applying for that job, right? If a job specifically says I need someone who knows, let's say, Power BI, and you don't know it, right? You don't know it anything about it, then don't apply for it. Or if you want to, then learn Power BI and then apply for that job. But if your resume is not mentioning all those keywords which are being mentioned in the job description, then your resume will get filtered out. It won't get selected for the further rounds. You getting my point? And then, are you targeting employers who need your skills? That's the same thing. So when when you're in LinkedIn, uh, when you follow good pages or good relevant people in your field or your prospective fields, you will kind of get an idea that um, like what exactly is going on in the industry. Let's say you know something, but that thing is not relevant today. Maybe that thing was relevant 5 years ago, but today the technologies have changed, right? You don't, you, what you know is not required in the market right now, and you need to target those employers so that let's say uh, like the job description itself, if it says I need someone who knows Linux, or someone who knows PowerShell or something else, then just go for the ones which you know, okay, or which you have interest in. Don't try to keep your feet in every boat, okay. uh, let's say you've just heard about some words during your masters or during your bachelor's, right? And then you think, okay, I can do that also, I can do this also, I can do software testing also, I can do web development also, I can do back end also, I can do front end also, right? But that won't help. If you will be putting your feet in every boat, that won't help you. Okay. So channelize. First of all, analyze yourself, that what you know, what are your skill sets, what's required in the market, what's being talked about. Okay, what do I know on a serious note? And then target the employers. Getting my point? Okay. Are you spending enough time job hunting? Well, this is a very good question, because when you start applying for jobs, in the beginning, you might be applying 20 jobs a day. Okay. First week, 20 jobs a day, or maybe 30 jobs a day. And then you'll get exhausted. It will happen with you that you'll feel like, oh my God, I've applied for 200 jobs this week. Nobody called me and I'm so frustrated. I don't know what to do. Right. And then you will not, and the next week after that, you will either not apply, or you will apply half-heartedly. You will just keep throwing your resumes at the recruiters, right? And you will not even read the description. If you're doing that, I would say don't do it. Instead, make a schedule. Okay. The volume of your job application doesn't matter. If you're applying 30 jobs a day or 40 jobs a day, doesn't matter at all. The quality of your applications matter. So if you're applying even 5 jobs a day, but those 5 have been properly filtered out and properly analyzed and properly you have made the resumes and cover letters, you will get a call. Definitely you'll get a call. Okay. So the first thing for that is schedule your everyday activities. Wake up early in the morning, and then like start your day, do some exercise, do some meditation, and then keep a time. Like I'll apply for jobs from 9 to 11 or from 9 to 12, right? After 12 o'clock, you can have your lunch and all, and then in the afternoon you can start preparing for interviews. Let's say like I'm from the computer background, so I can learn any new technology, or I can do any sample exams or any interview questions, right? And then in the evening, I can maybe hang out with my friends, right? Um, and then sleep early and then wake up early again. So in those morning 3 hours when you will be applying for jobs, I would say you can apply for almost 7 to 8 jobs in those 3 hours, or maybe 10 hours, 10 jobs. But those 10 jobs which you apply in those 3 hours will be the ones which you definitely know what they are about. Firstly, secondly, you will have the right resume for those jobs, and you will basically know what to talk. And it has sometimes even happened that well, all these things I've done, right? I've done all these mistakes that I was applying for jobs, waking up at in the noon, waking up at 12 in the afternoon, having a very sluggish nature, that oh, I have to do this, like taking it as a burden on your head that oh my god, I have to apply for jobs today again, and edit all those resumes and cover letters. And then it was not helping me, and it has also happened with me sometimes that I would get a call from a recruiter, and I would not even remember when did I apply for that job. So that sounds very unprofessional from our side when we are talking to a recruiter, and that's the first step. They'll throw you out. They'll not take you. Okay. And keep a track of which jobs you applied, and so that if you get a call, you should remember, okay, yeah, I applied for the job, and this is what I should speak to them about. Are you having the right resume? Already many, I think 2 sessions have gone. I think Sharon, she gave you good tips about resumes, and having a good resume is the first and the last impression you can make on your employer. If your resume is not good, if it doesn't have the right keywords mentioned in the job description, responsibilities, you will not clear the first level of interview. And also, it's the most important part, the resume. And some people have seen that they copy paste the same resume to all the employers, irrespective of what's being asked. I would say every job should have their own resume. You see a job, you like it, right? It has 5 responsibilities. Mention those 5 responsibilities in your resume. The second job you see, maybe it has 10 responsibilities. Mention all those 10 responsibilities and then again upload a resume. So number of jobs you apply is equal to number of resumes you make. Okay. It's all about keywords. It's all about those small keywords which are mentioned in the job description. I don't mean that you should just copy paste the job description into your resume. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying those small keywords, they should you should be able to portray that yes, I can do what you want. Okay. And then comes the next slide. Okay. Are you even getting interviews? In the beginning, you might not get interviews for a few weeks, like 2, 3 weeks. But if you are not getting interviews for the past 1 month or 2 months, then you definitely need to think about all those points I discussed before, your resume, your network, right? And all those things. And are you prepared for the interviews? Like I said, just applying for jobs is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is also to prepare yourself for the interviews. Spend every day 2 hours, 1 hour, keeping yourself afresh with what you have studied in your master's or bachelor's, right? And keep yourself afresh with, um, let's say, keep practicing those sample interview questions. There are many amazing websites which offer, those questions. Or you can even learn. Let's say you are, for the past 1 month, you applied for multiple jobs and you're seeing the same kind of job requirements, right? When I was applying for jobs, there was this every employer was asking for Tableau and Power BI, and I was not very good in them. So in that period, while I was applying jobs, I saw that okay, this is what every employer wants. So why not start learning that? So along with job applications, I was also learning Power BI, Tableau from LinkedIn Learning, and then there are many YouTube videos, and even Microsoft itself. Microsoft Learning offers very good courses on Power BI, and you can even give exams for certification exams for Tableau and Power BI, and add that to your as a achievement on your LinkedIn. And then I even did that AWS cloud computing certification from a given exam with AWS. Um, you know, just so that you have a motive every day that you apart from applying for jobs, you're also learning something. Because once you graduate, you start forgetting things what you've learned in college or in university, right? So that thing kind of keeps you busy, keeps you aware of what's going on, and even when you go for an interview, let's say you graduated in January, and then you go for an interview in April, right, or March, and the employer will say, "What did you do in those 2 months?" Your resume says that you're very passionate electrical engineer. Okay, what did you do in those 2 months? And you say, "I was just searching for jobs. I didn't get anything." But that's not what you did. What did you really do? So you can tell them, "Okay, I did these certifications. Okay, I was going through all these amazing videos, or I made a project at home. I programmed this uh, IC chip, I don't, right, or programmed something, right, or did something which shows that you are really passionate about what you're seeing. Okay. Uh, do you follow up after an interview? Yes, whenever you have an interview, you should follow up, but not poke them every day. Okay, give me the results. Give me the results. One humble follow up as to it was nice talking to you, and hope to know the results soon. That's enough. But do not email them every day that, okay, I gave the interview last week. What's the result? Okay, don't do that. Just one follow up email is fine. Okay, that's a good impression. Um, have you prepared your elevator pitch? So even that's very important, your elevator pitch, because I've seen that whenever you go for an interview, the first thing interviewer asks, okay, tell us about yourself. And it has happened many times with me that I myself have thought, like, what exactly am I? I don't, and then you just start saying everything. How I am this. I finished my studies from here. My parents live here. My granny lives there. All those stories you cook up, and then that's not at all helpful. So prepare a good elevator pitch, a small elevator pitch, like 30 seconds, 30-40 seconds elevator pitch, and then like just gives the other person a quick brief introduction about yourself, right? And then have you asked what you are doing wrong? So discussed all these points till now. I'm sure many of you would have realized what you are doing wrong. Would anybody like to discuss any point? What do you think? No one? Okay. Raghu, want to say something?
Yeah, actually, I do have a question. So, your first point was about are you networking or are you networking properly, right? So,
Yeah.
what would you say the right way to network properly? Because yeah, we do have LinkedIn accounts. We try to connect with different people from different industries. But
Yeah.
for myself, I stuck in the part of should I contact the company directly through LinkedIn or should I just connect them? Should I send a message? I'm
Mhm.
not sure. So could you please talk about that? Thank you.
That's a good question. So I'll give you one example. So there was one company that I was so in love with the work they did, and the work they have been doing, right? So what I did is, before I got the interview call, I started, uh, searching for people who are already working in that department. So since I'm interested in data science and data analytics, so I was targeting those departments and trying to find out people who are working in that company, in that department, and I started sending them out LinkedIn requests. Okay, and out of those 5 requests, one person responded me back. And when that person responded me back, same thing. I talked to him very nicely, told him my situation, told him my passion, right? And he was very nice too. He called me for a meeting. he invited me to a meetup, Google meetup, and over there I met him. He introduced me to many of his colleagues, and he told me that, if you ever get an interview, he said the interviews are not in my hand. That's totally to the HR department. If your resume gets shortlisted or not, it's totally onto your resume and your skill set. Okay, but he said if you ever get an interview, let me know, and I'll help you with what type of questions they ask, or I'll help you prepare for the interview. And I know this is not everybody would do that. Okay, uh, that many people won't even reply you back. Okay, like I said, out of those 5 people, only one replied me back. But you have to keep searching for that link, right? And also, there's one more thing, like your alumni, your university, your, maybe let's say 10 years ago you were in a school, in a high school or secondary school. Your all those students, all your classmates are today having something, they're doing something in life, right? Try to connect with them. Try to talk with them. Get their number on LinkedIn or Facebook, whatever you do, and discuss with them. Okay, this is the challenge. These are challenges that I'm facing. Can you help me? Okay, or can we meet someday, or can we have a meet a party or something? I don't. I'm sure we can do a party right now, but talk to them and then see if they can help you in any way, right? At least if they can't get you a job, they'll at least give you hope that this company requires people with these skill sets, or in the past 1 month they have been hiring people in this field who know this and this, right? That will give you an inside information, right? And that's very important. Did I answer your question, Lion?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other question?
So I do have a
Dave,
question. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, Dave, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
I do understand the job search is very tedious process, right? Um,
Mhm.
from your perspective, how did you overcome the mental challenges of mental frustration and the stress and being so disappointed? How did you stay so positive all through the
Mm.
journey? Like you might have your times when you broke down, but how did you overcome that? And the second, just adding to the question, would be how did your friends and family support you? How important was that support?
Right. So, guys, Anna is my friend, and she herself helped me a lot during this process. She's a recruiter, and I would she would always help me throughout. And then Sharon, and then my family and my other friends. Uh, there was a time when, like, with all that frustration and all that disappointment, you don't feel like doing anything in life. And then I kind of took a break from applying those jobs. I think I would have applied more than 1,000 jobs in that process. Like every day, waking up, applying, and then not getting any response back. It was very, very frustrating. And then Anna, and then her husband, and then it was amazing the way they helped me, and the way they motivated me, and the way I came out of that was meditation. So I made a schedule. As I said, wake up early in the morning, and then do prayer in the morning. Like uh, I do. I started doing some prayer in the morning, and then everybody has their own way. I'm not saying you start doing prayer. Okay, you can do yoga, you can do mind exercises, or go for a walk outside, go for a jog or something, right? And then uh, with that, start your day, take a shower, and then sit on the table, and then apply for jobs. Filter them out properly. As I said, don't apply for every job. that will just exhaust you out. Don't apply for, like I was doing that in the beginning. I was applying 30 jobs a day, like I said. But then I realized that it's not helping me at all. And then Anna helped me herself, and then she told me that okay, you should do this and that. I tried that. It started working out. Even I felt that it's working out internally. And since my parents are not living here, so I was not telling them everything about what's happening with me. And I think um, that's a personal opinion. I didn't tell them because I didn't want to give them more stress and tension because they are sitting thousands of miles away from me. And my only support was my friends who helped me come out of this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, thank you, Take, for taking that up because I wanted to give you an insight because I know how difficult you had your tough time, but the way you came out of it was so amazing. And when you started to be more positive and when you started to have that control over things, I feel that that helped you a lot in landing up on this dream job. And the way you kept yourself cool, and I cannot stress this enough. And this is very important. The way he kept himself cool and calm and composed and organized, and that is so important. He was well organized from about applying jobs. Like when he came to the routine and when he got what actually job searches, and I believe it kind of worked out for him. And yeah, I really look up to you for that because at my point, I had my fair share of breakdown, but the way he handled it, that was that is commendable. That's why I asked that question because I want people to know that breakdowns can happen and you can get it back, everything under control, and you will end up in your dream job eventually.
Thank you, Anna. Okay, so any other questions?
So yeah, so I do have a question here. So you said you like applied for so many jobs and stuff. So like right now, like since there are many students graduating, coming out of university, and then they are applying for their first job, right? So how do you think new graduates can approach the market? Like how do you, in your perspective, how did you face the challenges? How did you prepare for those challenges?
Nice question, Raghu. So uh, the job industry in Canada, till now, I've seen that they want to see experience on your resume, right? Even if it's a fresher job, even if they don't require any experience, still they want to see some experience. Okay. So for students who are currently still in college or in university, sorry, um, I would say participate in any research projects. Your professors and your university gets lots of money, lots of grants from the government to do research, and many of that money, surplus money, is even returned back to the government. Uh, so I would say take up the initiative, plan an idea, have an idea in your mind. Okay, let's do a project in, let's say, IoT. Okay, okay, I'll give you my example. Like my professor, he was a very he was an amazing person, and in Cambridge College, and then he got a grant for sorry, he asked for a grant for some projects he had in his mind, and then I volunteered for those projects. Like in my class, not many kids volunteered, but I knew that this can help me in getting a job, so I volunteered for those projects, in those research projects. They helped me a lot, because I learned so much. I can put that experience in my resume. I can talk about it, about those things which I never thought I could talk about, and it gave me a lot of confidence that okay, coming from a different country, coming from you know one specific domain of skill set. Today I know more things than that, and today I'm more confident about other things as well. Like I was, I was doing those electrical solderings and then putting up resistors and those microchips and all those things. Like I have never done that. So while I was working on those projects, I was programming uh, those sensors and everything, and it was a very nice experience. And then when I was applying for jobs, all recruiters would ask me about those projects, those research projects. Okay, what did you do in them? What was your role? And then that kind of gives a good impression on the person in front of you, that he, he has done something apart from his academics. And similarly, for students who are, let's say, who have graduated right now and they haven't done any research projects, don't worry. I would say if you haven't done any research project at college or university, do something now at home. Okay, like I mentioned, do any certifications, do any hackathons. There are very amazing hackathons going on online where you can participate in programming. Like there's one website called Lead Code. You can go there and you can do some programming. Okay, there are many challenges. There are weekly challenges. There are monthly challenges. They even give you money for winning those challenges, right? I'm not saying you have to win those challenges, but my point is you will learn a lot. You will spend 2 hours a day on that. You will get your logics correct. You'll learn some new technologies, new programming languages. You will even get prepared for the interviews if they ask for a coding round. Or so I want to share one example also. So it's I'm not endorsing anybody. It's a friend of my friends. So and he did something amazing, so um, this is a friend who made this website. He was sitting at home. Everybody has a resume, but the resumes kind of look outdated. So this boy is into web development, and he wanted to showcase that is what he knows and all, and he made a website for himself. So wherever he goes now, he
Sakbir, you're still on the slide.
sorry.
You're on the slides. Like, if you want to show us something.
Oh my God. Let me see. Just give me a minute. Hmm. Yes, see it?
Yes.
Can you see now? The website?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So this boy, he did a very good thing. He made a simple website. There are many amazing templates available on the internet where you don't even have to code much. You don't even have to know coding much. You just have to buy a domain and then a personalized domain. Like he has rich.tech. His name is Rishabh Kharbanda, and then he made this website. So wherever he goes, let's say he meets somebody, he can just give his let's say barcode. He can say, hey, you want to? I'm applying for this job. This is my scan my barcode, and you can access my resume. Or on his LinkedIn, he can post this website or something else. So what he has done here is that he has written everything about himself, a picture, and then his description, what technologies he is good at, okay, what's his skill set, and then where he has worked, okay, some projects he has done, okay. He during the COVID-19 he made a COVID-19 dashboard where he was getting all that data from an API, and then this is his project, and then this is his other projects he has done online. And when you're applying for a resume for a job, you can mention your link in the resume that go to my link or go to my my projects. Now everybody of you won't be good in programming, but it's not bad to learn, because today's time, I think every industry needs people who know programming at some point. Okay. My lot of my colleagues in the company who are in the management field, they too are learning programming. They too are coming into the programming because their day-to-day challenges, they need to, have their lives becomes easier if they know programming of some sort. Okay, so it's very essential these days to know little bit of programming of some sort. Okay, and so this was a very good example of how you can market yourself also. And and then yeah, and the other thing is that doing that those certification and all. Even I did one thing that during that COVID time, you were having those amazing data portals where you get everyday data. As today, 200,000 people got infected in US or something, and this many people died and all, right? So I was seeing that data and I built a Tableau dashboard and posted and made a video of it and then posted it on LinkedIn. And many people who saw that, they replied me back. They said, nice dashboard, and then they made connections with me. They made friends with me, and then I had good conversations with them about, uh, you know, how can I build my career and all. So they gave me good advice as well that learn this technology or learn this thing, and then that was very helpful. So that's what I said. Creating content, personalized content is very important. Um, do any certifications or do any research projects. Do something at home. Just don't apply for jobs and think your job is done. Do something extra. Do something. Let's say just post something something on LinkedIn. Repost something. Repost an article. Okay, and it will just show people that you are passionate. You are following your passion, right? Any other question?
You agree that was good. Like having a pet project should would definitely like help new grads. And when we are on the same page, like I also have another question regarding like getting like linked on LinkedIn or any like professional networking sites. And then like, do you like how do you feel like getting connected with them and like did will it help the students to get any referrals, and how does it work, like approaching a new person on LinkedIn and getting referrals and stuff?
So I would like to invite you all to uh, message me for any referrals. Okay, in my company, you can go to the careers website of GHD and let me know which job you are interested in, and I can uh, forward you a referral. Okay, and apart from that, people on LinkedIn, there are, I won't say everybody does that, but some people will help you out. Okay, and for that you have to keep trying, keep messaging them, try to have a conversation with them and see if they can help you. If not, then it's fine, but trying to try is your work. Okay, drop a message in every network of yours and see how they can help you, right? But don't, like, as I said, don't poke them or don't disturb them as to like keep sending them messages again and again. Hey, you didn't reply to me. Hey, you didn't give me a referral. Don't do that. But uh, genuine, a nice, sweet message as to, hi, I'm in your network. I know you have done good work in these fields, right? And I would like to know more about this. Can you help me? Or can you give me a referral for a job? Or I'm planning to learn this new technology. Can you give me some resources as to where I can learn more about it or where I can excel more into it? So they will help you. Definitely, they'll help you. Yeah.
Sorry, what was the name of the company or the website that you're directing us to?
I didn't get it. Can you repeat again?
The name of the website or the company that you referred to?
It's GHD careers. They have a huge plethora of jobs, from HR to mechanical, everything. So environmental jobs, geography, everything. So just look for the right job and see if your experience and skills match, or if they match even 50%, let me know. Okay. Anybody else?
Hello.
Hi, Christy.
Hi. I'm wondering if you know somebody from their website that doing very similar. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you know somebody from their website that doing the similar thing as what you do and what you want to apply, but not in your city, could you just reach out? Because they are in different branches.
Can you?
Can you?
I don't understand the
So
question.
I'm searching for a job right now, and I search on the website what people are doing the similar background things like what I learned from the university, but not so many people are doing things in my field, in this very narrow and specific field. Because I did some research, not only a course base. So I want to contact the person who is exactly doing almost the same thing as what I did. So I think that is a effective way to help you to reach out or get the network, right? But the person is not in my city and not in the Ottawa branch. So how could I use of that?
Okay, you mean that you're applying for a job
Mm-hmm.
and that job is in a different city? That's what you mean?
No.
And you can't.
Um,
I
so
can kind of explain as well, if possible.
Can you?
Yeah, so what she means by is like the search that she is looking for. So the person she's trying to get connected with, they are located in different cities. Like, yeah, so she is trying to ask like if we could reach out to people, even if they are living, in a different city, a different province, is it still okay to connect with them just because they are in our field and we wanted to get more insights from them, but just because they are different, yeah, they are located in a different city or province, is it still okay to get connected with them?
the point is
Yep.
that it's a very large company and they have offices all over Canada and all over other countries. Yes.
Right. Good question, Christy. Uh, for that thing, I would say a person. Let's say you are applying for civil department of Ottawa, right? And you mean that you have a friend or a network who's living in Alberta, okay? And then it's not bad to have a network with somebody in Alberta, but the thing is that the way different offices work is different. Different departments work different in different locations. For my company itself, the Waterloo office and let's say the Ottawa office know each other, but our working way of working is totally different. And I would appreciate to talk to the people who are in that department in that city. So if you're applying for a job in Ottawa, I would say make more connections in the Ottawa department. I know that's hard. I know that's even not possible sometimes. And what you can do is, let's say you are searching for a job in civil department in Ottawa, and the people in that department are not replying you back. So what you can do is you can start targeting people in the same office in Ottawa, but in different departments, and ask them that hey, I've got this job offer and this, and can you help me connect to someone, okay, who is in that department or something like that, or can you give me any insights like that, or even like you said, if someone else, if your network is in a different city, ask them if they can help, but I don't think they will be much beneficial.
Hello.
From a personal experience, I don't think that they will be much helpful.
So the reason why I want to do like this is because of the there used to be a project last year, just to finish it, and the person who is in the other city was here.
Mhm.
In he is the master, the head of this project, but it has been already done. And he has been working here with some local colleagues too. But what he has done is the most related, I mean, the job and job descriptions and what I did. I think the person knows the person,
Then
the people here, but he is not here right now because the project finished.
then that's good. Then you can reach out to him. Then definitely he knows how they work, what they're working on, and he can even introduce you to somebody who's currently working in the current city. And you should definitely go ahead and have a meeting with him, have a conversation with him. He'll definitely help you out. Then it's not bad. If that's the scenario, if that person already worked there, if he was already and in charge of that project, then definitely he can help you out.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Christy. But the thing is that making connections is very important.
Yeah, thank you so much, Takbir, for very good answers. So we have another question. Any programming sites or like sites that you can refer that you learned programming or that you used yourself?
Yep. So for learning programming, so firstly, I'm not sure. Like mostly people, which backgrounds they are from. I know Raghu is from electrical, and everybody's from engineering, right? Everybody, right, Fadwa?
Yeah, most of
Most of the people.
our attendees are engineering. Yes.
Okay, so the thing is that for my field, for data analytics and data related fields, the one which I use for learning is Data Camp,
Data
and
camp.
Data Camp, and then there is one website called Kaggle, Kaggle. Kaggle is for doing projects in data. So they give you amazing challenges so that they give you huge data sets, and let's say drivers, um, Tesla car, machine learning data. Okay, they'll give you all those parameters and they'll give you challenge that work on a model, design a machine learning model with which you can use this data to predict or to make an automated car. Okay, so they give you amazing challenges, and even if you work as a team of like let's say 4 or 5 students, and you win that challenge, they even give you amazing amount of money like $100,000 or $50,000 or $200,000. Like they are doing amazing things and they have amazing project ideas. They keep throwing out projects every week or every month. That's one. And then if you're not from this domain, from data domain, then you can go to Lead Code, LEET code, Lead Code, Lead Code,
LWT.
LEET, Lead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and Lead Code is very good because um, the questions, the interview questions, the variety of questions they have is for every language, every programming language. There is no barrier to which programming language you can go and practice in, and then you know you can practice it. You can compete with various people on that, and I think they require. I think the service they have is not free. I think you have to pay something. Like I bought. So it's like this March lead coding challenge. So they give you challenges for every month. They give you challenges, top interview questions. They give you questions which came in Google interviews, Facebook interview, Microsoft interview, Amazon's interview, Apple's interview questions. So they have a huge, good data, like good set of questions. If you want to learn all these binary tree recursion and all those algorithms, you can come here and do it. And it's very good platform from learning programming languages, and you can practice here in itself. So Lead Code, and then Data Camp, Kaggle. Then there's mm, Code Cloud, I think. Code Cloud. Can you try KODE Cloud? Yeah. So from this website, I learned cloud computing basics. They have very good courses on this website. I think they're free, some of them. And then they have amazing, if you want to learn DevOps tools like Docker, Kubernetes, and all those things. And I think in today's time you should know these things, not in too much depth, I would say, but basics of Docker and Kubernetes you should know. It kind of puts a good impression on the employer that this person has some IT knowledge as well, because IT is the key today. Okay. And if you're not in IT background, if you're in electrical or something else, I would say choose one programming language. Let's say start with Python. Python is a very easy to learn language, and it's also very in demand right now. Python is very easy to learn and very easy to it's high in demand. So do practice it. There are many resources online available. You can go to YouTube, or you can maybe go to any of those platforms and learn Python. Just type it down, learn Python online, and then you'll get huge resources on Python. Okay. And if you are not into programming, if you want to go maybe something into data analysis part, I would say start with learning data visualization tools. Start learning Power BI, Tableau. These two are huge in demand. Doesn't matter which field you are in. People nowadays are looking. You will see Power BI and Tableau in every job description.
Sorry, I'm missing the second one. You're saying Tableau, and what's the other one?
Power BI,
Power VI?
BI, B for ball.
Okay.
Power BI. It's a product of Microsoft. So Power BI is in huge demand. So if you can learn that, it's very easy. It's a dashboarding tool, data analytics tool. It helps you make amazing dashboards, and then yeah, you can learn that. What's your background, Padwa?
I'm more in the MATLAB for like
MATLAB.
signal processing, image
Okay.
processing.
Amazing. So with that, you can go to Kaggle. Go to Kaggle. They can give you Kaggle. They will give you amazing data sets for that image recognition and all those sorts of things. And do you know R language?
Sorry, other languages?
Do you know R programming?
No, I don't know R. I like in my university, I had experience with C, C++, and a little bit of Python for like data analysis.
Python is very nice. If you can uh, go to Data Camp, and they have very good courses and very good projects on image recognition and all those things, where they will teach you as well as they will make you work on a project. So that's an amazing thing. They'll give you real life data, and then they'll tell you, okay, they'll teach you, and then they'll give you an exercise. Okay, now train a model to find apply apply regression, and then predict how many criminals would be there in the coming 2 months in the city of Toronto, or which area should we target more so that the police can patrol those areas so that we can catch more criminals, right? Based on the data, based on past data, you can design models, machine learning model, and all that thing. It's really interesting to do it on Data Camp.
You mentioned R. Should we like? Do you know how like what's the most demand for like languages out there, or?
Yep. MATLAB is good. R is powerful. R is good to use, but I haven't I haven't seen many companies looking for R. I don't know why, but companies who work in R are very less. Mostly companies who are in data field, they work with Python. Python is very powerful. Python is an amazing language. Python, MATLAB, and then R. It's good to know, but I haven't seen people working on it. And knowing a little bit of cloud computing, maybe you can do one small course on Docker and Kubernetes from this code cloud itself, the one which I've the website I've opened right now. They have very short introductory videos, sorry, on Docker and Kubernetes, and it will just take like maybe 5 hours or 10 hours for one video, for one complete session on Docker or Kubernetes, and then you will have something to talk in the interview. If someone
Sorry,
asks,
where?
the one which I've opened right now, this
Cloud.
website,
Code Cloud.
yeah, Code Cloud. Do one or two program of theirs and post it on LinkedIn. Okay, and yeah, R is like R. I know it's nice, but I don't know why people are not working in R. I don't know why. I like it myself. I like R myself, but I've never seen anybody using R. They only want Python. Any other
Thank you.
questions?
That's very helpful.
You're welcome. But yeah, remember, try to do that Tableau and Power BI. Okay, do that certification, and some of my friends even got a job just based on that. Like, they did a certification on Tableau, and the employer herself contacted him on LinkedIn and gave him a job, and he was working in Loblaws. So
Okay, thank you for the advice.
yeah, you're welcome. So do Tableau and Power BI as a starter, and then from there you can go up with anything. Let's go maybe with Python. If you've learned Python, then go to Lead Code, practice some Python over there. They are very easy questions, and they have a different variety of questions, easy, hard, all that, and then you can practice yourself. Because you know what happens? We start learning programming languages, and we just keep on learning, and then we forget what we learned back. We just keep jumping from one programming language to the other programming language. It has happened with me always that I've like started learning C, then C++, then Python, then HTML, then CSS, something, and then I forget what I learned in Python because I'm doing HTML or JavaScript for the past 3 weeks, and I've forgotten everything I learned about Python. So keep refreshing yourself. Like I said, spend 1 to 2 hours every day on practicing what you've learned earlier, and for that you can go to Lead Code just to refresh. Any other questions, guys?
Hi,
Hi.
it's me again. So I looked at the website as you mentioned. Your company is GHD. That's engineering consultant.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So from your perspective of in what level that your company have using the simulation technologies?
Can you repeat again the simulation technologies they've been using?
Because my background is a civil engineering student, but I have researches on the civil engineering on hydraulics. So
Okay.
I did the experiments and the numerical simulations. So I'm thinking that if your company might have some aspect to doing something like mine.
To simulation, you mean?
Yeah, like if you want to consultant for somebody and they want to know what the hydraulic problem will happen after some settings. So they need to do the numeric simulation on the computer first, right? So
Okay.
does your company doing the project like this?
So I won't be the right person to tell you what they are doing in simulation, because my department is data analytics, and we mostly work with the data part. Just like I know that there are many departments uh, who are working with civil and mechanical, town planning, architecture, water management, waste management. They're doing a lot of things. Um, for that specific question, I don't think I have the answer, but definitely reach me out on my LinkedIn. So can you see my presentation again? No? Okay, I'll give you my you guys my
We can see the Code Cloud
yeah.
webpage.
I'm trying to figure out where to switch back to the PPT. Stop sharing. Start share again. Yeah. So reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I can definitely help you out with some connections in that field. Okay, I know people who are working in the civil department right now. So uh, 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 yeah, you can
Do,
scan this. This is my LinkedIn profile.
do you mind to leave your email?
Yeah, I can give you my email as well. But it's more easier if you scan it with your phone right now. It will take you to the. If it doesn't work, then let me know. I'll even share my LinkedIn. Or let me see. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn. If you will search with that name, or I'll put it in the chats. We go back. I haven't used this thing before. Guys, how do I go here?
There's a chat. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I put my LinkedIn in the chat. Reach out to me, and I'll be the most happiest person to help you.
I have a question. Do you have advice on certification or courses for electrical installation that is low voltage? Do you have any idea about that?
Very specific questions. Something with low voltage, you mean? You know what? I can give you a good idea. Maybe you are interested or not. Have you heard of IoT?
Uh, yeah, like
Internet of Things. So
yeah.
there are many amazing things available online. Let me see if I remember what it was. Um, so there are many projects. Um,
Do you want to share your
I
screen?
can, no, I'm just searching for the right thing. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. So have you ever heard of particle photon?
No.
People in the electronics field, no? Nobody? Okay. So
Actually, I
Or
did.
like photons and particles. Like what
yeah,
is that?
no, not the real chemical things, but a
Yeah.
project, the chips, photon chips. I think somebody said they know.
Yeah.
There one prof did mention something about it's like it's something weird that's happening or something like that. But I do remember that he did mention something
So I
during the
think
lecture.
so. These are like developer boards you are mentioning, Photon and
Yeah.
Arduino
Photon.
kits kind of thing.
Yes, yes,
Proton.
yes, yes. I think this is not Arduino. I'm not electrical person, so I worked on this thing, so that's why I'm telling you that these uh, photon particle. Photon is the, I think, company name, and then particle is maybe. Or let me share the screen. I'm so bad at sharing screens. Sorry. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the website particle.io, and in the physical world online. So they offer a huge amount of products. They provide you electrical chips, IC chips, the small chips, and then you can integrate those chips with some sensors, and then connect it to a cloud or connect it to a database, and then you can program those chips using. They have amazing videos online. There's a huge amount of resources online on GitHub and on Photon, on YouTube as well. And you see something like this. So every that small chip that you see, the photon, the particle, you can connect it to your laptop, and then you can program that chip. You can integrate. So I'll tell you my example. So the research project that I worked on, it was about there was a big potato warehouse. Okay, so in a village, and then they, how potatoes work. The potatoes, they breathe like humans. Okay, they take in oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. So wherever there is a potato warehouse, what they do is they have to make sure that the wind is properly being circulated throughout the warehouse, and they have to make sure that there is proper oxygen content and the carbon dioxide is being pushed out of the warehouse, so that they can preserve the potatoes in the warehouse. And these warehouses are not like some small room; they are like as big as a football stadium. So they are big, huge warehouses where they store the potatoes. And then what they were doing is that they were field men, or they were people who were working in those warehouses, who would take samples, air samples, and then find out what's the humidity level, what's the carbon dioxide level, what's the oxygen level, right, and all those things. And then based on that, they would turn the fans on, they would turn the, let's say, water sprinklers on, and all those things from time to time. So they came up with this question that how can we automate this? So I worked on that project where we, built, programmed these chips. We put on air and temperature sensors on top of that, and then it's very easy. It's not at all difficult. It sounds difficult, but it's very, very easy. You just uh, buy those small chips, put it on a breadboard, and then connect it with those sensors, and you program it. And then once that's ready, connect it to a database. I know this is not a one-person job, but you can work in a team of, let's say, 4 or 3 students, and you can work on it. And then we connected that to a database, and the database was sitting on a cloud. And then from that cloud, we were then getting that data onto a website, and we were making beautiful charts, dynamic charts, so that, and even we gave the option to the warehouse people to automatically turn on and off switches for the fans and those sprinkler systems. So it was a long project. It went on for 3 months, but it was a very amazing project. Like, we programmed all those chips. We worked on every part, and then it was very amazing. So you get all these you can link it to the photon, and you can make these amazing graphs and you can host a website, and you can do all sorts of things. It sounds difficult, but they have a huge amount of resources, so it's not that difficult. And you can maybe 3 or 4 students can get together, and you can get that material for, like, let's say, $100, everything included, maximum, the sensors and the chips, and then you can make anything. I'm not saying a difficult project. You can make, let's say, a body temperature tracking system, something like that. Okay, house temperature control system or something. It's very good. This is what I know about. Maybe this is what you asked, Fadwa, like low voltage something.
So
These
the person who,
things.
yeah, so the person who asked in the private chat, they're saying not that low. They're asking like, you know, like installation, like voltage, like in terms like in a house or in a building.
Yeah, I think these things
Simulation.
can get connected in the house as well. But
Yeah.
like telling you guys, like I'm not the right person for this question because I'm not in that field. But I have done my bachelor's in computer science and then more of a computer person.
All right. Thank you so much.
But definitely try this Photon, this particle.io. Try this website. They give you good knowledge in that field in electronics.
Thank you. Really appreciate the advice and the tips.
Welcome, Fadwa. Are we done with the
So
questions?
yeah, I think we can conclude if there's no additional questions. One last call.
Good. Okay then. It was nice meeting you guys, and hope to see you guys soon on maybe some other event. If you want to host, let me know, and follow me, connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be most happy to help you guys. And nice talking to you. Nice talking to everybody.
Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you, Tanbir, for an awesome presentation. And we learned a lot about advice on looking for a job and finding your dream job, and like how you should make a schedule for yourself and not to not to burn yourself applying for jobs that could be not like relative to you, like specializing or quality over quantity. I would say like that was really great. Thank you, Raghu. Thank you, everybody, for attending. And also thanks to YP. And I hope everybody had a great day or workshop. And I hope you have a great rest of the day and a great week. Follow our Facebook and Instagram pages. Raghu, if you just put the link, please, in the chat. Also, if you want to see our website for future events and sign up for our newsletter, and just stay connected. Also connect with us on LinkedIn. And everybody, if you want to connect with everybody here, just put your LinkedIn on the chat and let's connect. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. And stay
Thank you,
positive, stay motivated.
Thank you. Thank you.
All the
Thank
best to everybody for their job search.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.